First and foremost, Jade, you just came out of a great fight with Cohen Ray. You went the distance. How are you feeling?
Feeling great. Cohen's he's very experienced as an amateur. He's not very experienced as a pro, but he'll get it. He's got a lot of talent. He's a very sharp young man. I feel in the fight it was a bit spoilt every now and then. Like every time I started getting going, he always had an answer. So he'd either clinch me or he'd move away, or he always had an answer to stop me. Yes, I did showbout a little bit, and I shouldn't have. My fiance be very upset with me for showbouting. My mother be very upset with me. My mother hates when I showbout. But again, I only showbouted when Cohen showbouted, because I knew that if he was showbouting, he wasn't going to hit me if I showbouted. He's a gentleman, and although we had no respect when we were in the ring, we are friends outside the ring. Inside the ring, we had no respect. He cut me with a clash of heads. It happens, you know. That's boxing. I did crack him in the second round, second or third, yeah. He didn't really. If I looked at his face, it looked like he didn't know where he was. He does say I have a hard head. He's complaining that his hands are sore, but that's boxing. Do you know what I mean? If I couldn't take a punch, I wouldn't be in this game. I'd be playing rugby or soccer, or I'd be a diver. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not a diver. I don't just go down. And you got to throw the kitchen sink at me if you want to take me down. You know what I mean? Cohen's a very talented man. I see him going very far in this game, and he's just got to he's just got to be more active. He wasn't active enough in this fight, but I also think I didn't pressure him enough where he needed to be active. But in future, he's going to need to be active, especially if he wants to fight for titles and things like that. He's going to need to become more active. His fitness is great. His conditioning is great. He's got a great gym, Sebastian, you know, great coach. But then again, I had a great coach in this fight as well. You know, Anton Gilmore was one of the best in the country. So I wouldn't fight with anybody else in my corner. If I ever had to have another fight after this, I wouldn't fight with anybody else. But I am saying that I am retired now, and this was my last fight. I'm going to focus on work now, start making money, and start building a life for myself, my fiance. Look at getting plans ready for a wedding, things like that. So that's the plan going forward.
I don't want to let you get too emotional, but how much are you going to miss the sport?
Look, boxing's been in my life from when I was a kid. I started boxing when I was 3 years old with Nicky Ness. So boxing's been in my family since before I was born. My grandfather fought. My grandfather was a SA champion, Jade Karam. So it's in my blood. I'm gonna miss the sport, but saying that, I'm not gonna be gone from the sport. I'm gonna start coaching in Ireland. There's a great number of youngsters coming up, some great talents in Ireland. I might not have been the best fighter in the world. I might not have lifted a world title. I did have a Gauteng title and stuff. But that doesn't matter. I've got a lot of knowledge in this game, and I think I'll make a great coach. I think I'll produce loads of champions. And look, boxing will always be in my blood. I'll always be around the scene. So although I'm retired from fighting, I'm not retired from the game. I'll never leave boxing. I love boxing. Boxing's my life. I never got a tattoo on my body for nothing, you know what I mean? So boxing is my life.
Jade, it's been a pleasure watching you over your career. Any last words for people that are watching this video, and just, you know, in general?
Last words, you know, people that'll watch this or have watched my fights and things, they'll judge me because of my record. I never had a great record. I got 9 wins, 9 losses, 2 draws after this fight. So that's 20 fights. Look, it's not a great record. But saying that, I fought in 6 different weight divisions. I started fighting at heavyweight. So heavyweight, and I'm only 5'7". Do you know what I mean? I fought heavyweight, light middle, super middle. I mean light heavy, super middle, light middle, middleweight, cruiserweight. So I fought in 6 different weight divisions. I fought in 5 different countries. I fought at the O2 Arena in London. That's the biggest stage in the world, besides the MGM, obviously. So what more do I have to prove? I don't have anything else to prove. Yes, I never became a world champion, but that's fine. I've done what I needed to do, and now it's time to coach, pass on my knowledge to somebody else, and let somebody else shine. Like, you know what I mean? I feel I had a great career. Like I said, my record says otherwise, but go back and watch some of my fights. I had a great career, and they don't tell me I got a hard head for nothing. You can ask previous opponents, Yumi Shikumbi, Fiston Kabamba, Chris Tyson, Cowan Ray just told me right now, and we just came out of the fight right now. So, you know what I mean? And this, he's feeling his hands now. I don't even want to know what his hands will feel like tomorrow. So, that's it. Cowan is still my brother, he's still my friend, and I wish him all the best in his career.
Cheers, thank you, Jade.
Thank you very much. I'd just like to send one shout out. I'd like to thank God for blessing me in my career, keeping me safe. I'd like to send a shout out to my fiance Courtney Ireland, my mother Jade Karam, my stepfather Leon Kinnicker, and then I'd like to send a big shout out to Anton Gilmore, who's been with me my whole career, Ray Saffenstein. They've always been with me, and then everybody who's supported me in my career back in Ireland, the anglers for supporting me, sponsoring me, everybody back home, and you know, just thank you for all the love and support that I've got here in South Africa, back home in Ireland, all around the world. Thank you very much. God bless.
Cool, thank you.